Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to the Pac-10 edition of the GridCenter. I'm your host, Shane Falco, along with my co-host, Don King. We're going to discuss the new rankings in the Pac-10, go over the scores and recaps, talk about some of the standout players, and a preview of this upcoming game of the week in the Pac-10. What do you got for the scores there, Don?
All right, thanks. Scores for week 1 of the Pac-10, we got the Weekend Warriors shellacking H-Town 24-6. That one's got to hurt Steve. We got the Hooligans beating Savages 7-6 in a close one. We got the Ringers showing that they are a real team, beating the Wranglers 24-22. I mean, everybody forgot their defense that game. We got GBA and Swarm 33-6 GBA. That's got to hurt. What do you have for the rankings there, Falco?
Well, thanks, Don. The Falco Illustrated rankings for the Pac-10 go down with the Weekend Warriors at number 1. Obviously, with the preseason H-Town coming in, they were number 1. Really took one on the chin. Travis and the guys jumping to number 1, and first thing you can point out was who's number 1 now, baby. Second, we got to go with the Ringers, coming in with a lot of new confidence. They got some new players this season and some new athletes, and I think one of those guys may make a future appearance here in the show. Third, I got the Hooligans. They've been around for a little bit. They have some new players, breaking in a new QB, but a tough battle with the rivalry game against the Savages, coming out on top. Keep them there at number 3. 4, I got to go with the Wranglers. Always playing with a lot of youth, and mixed in with some veterans. They put up a lot of points in their first game with breaking in some new players, but you know they're going to be around. The Savages come in there, number 5. Until Bobby can learn how to control his offense, I think they're going to have a hard time this season. Need to really capitalize on that speed. H-Town comes in there, number 6. I mean, they really took one on the chin. Really tough game. I had high hopes for them. And so far, so not looking so good, but I hope Steve recovers. Last would be the Swarm. I mean, they're a brand new team. They really got stuck playing against the upper level Mountain West team, but really good effort by those guys, and hopefully it won't be such a long season. But as the Ringers have proved, you stick with it, and you can improve and make some noise. What do we got so far for the standout players of the week?
Week 1 players of the week for the Pac-10. We got Eric, I can't get enough touches, Curtis. For the Ringers, 3 carries, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns. I don't see why this guy didn't get any more carries. Corey Witcher for the Hooligans, 1 flag pull, 2 picks. You know, it was a rivalry game. I know that Bobby was just throwing up, 3 flies up, footballs up there, so it looks like this guy won. What do you think?
Definitely have to agree. I mean, anytime a guy averages over 40 yards a carry, I mean, come on, man. Get the guy the rock. We'll see what happens in the future. And as far as a Hooligans player, Corey, definitely good 2 picks against Bobby. I mean, you just got to play 35 yards down the field and you're going to get a shot. Again, Bobby just can't learn how to control his offense or how to make a read or how to throw anything less than 37 yards. So, obviously, good job there scouting that out and getting down the field to make those picks. Got to agree.
Yeah, definitely. Well, what do you have for the game of the week this week in the conference?
Game of the week in this conference, I'm going to have to go with those same Hooligans against the Weekend Warriors. Weekend Warriors making a big statement, jumping to number 1. The Hooligans right now sitting number 3. 2 teams that have been around for a little bit. Hooligans making some new chemistry, but I think it's going to be a tough game and should be a lot of fun. We'll see what Travis and his veteran leadership in the Pac-10 can do.
Can't wait to see it.
Well, that wraps it up here for the Pac-10 Conference Recap Show. Hope to see you next week. Good luck to all the teams out there playing. See what the new standout players are. I'm your host, Shane Falco, along with my co-host, Don King. See you next week.